So, my name is Chenson Johnson. I'm the Chief Visionary Officer of Proficient Business Service Limited. And I think my greatest responsibility is to ensure that my entire team stay true to our vision, which is to leverage technology to enable human potential. And when you think about it, what technology has a greater effect on the human capabilities more than artificial intelligence? That's why we're building with it. That's why we're invested in it. That's why we're taking the time to teach organizations around the Bahamas how they can, like Noel would say, scale AI responsibly. So before I get into the AI development lifecycle, let me get a quick show of hands. Who here is using ChatGPT, Gronk, Claude in any capacity? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, you are in the right place. We're gonna do some amazing things today. People often get confused with utilizing AI and creating business value. They are not one and the same, and I will demonstrate to you further. So I know when I started utilizing AI, I went all in. Any repetitive tasks, anything to do with documentations, I used AI. I told my executive team a few weeks ago, I've gotten so bad that I got an email, didn't require any response from me, but I like to set the example. So I said, receive with thanks. So I'm putting in ChatGPT, how do you make this better? I say, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm going a bit overboard. Yes, AI is a powerful tool, but it's just that. It's a tool. It's how you use it. You see these technology projects fail because it's never the tool. It's because people didn't use the tool the correct way. They didn't understand the problem they're trying to solve. People usually try to use AI like this. They got a great idea, go straight to ChatGPT, they put the prompts in, it doesn't work the way they want to, they give up, they fail. No, that's not how you do it. It's an algorithm to the success. Here at PBS, it's no secret. I make the best chicken subs in the company. Everyone knows it. Because I follow an algorithm. My grandma passed down a recipe, my mother passed down a recipe, and all I do is follow it. The AI development life cycle is no different. Noel, I'll show you what chicken sauce is a little later. the AI development life cycle is no different. You have to first try to define what is it that you're actually trying to solve. If you don't define the problem, you're only going to, if you're lucky, put a Band-Aid on the solution. If you're not lucky, then you spend months trying to resolve an issue that had no real business value. That's the first step. The second step is the discovery phase. This is my favorite step in AI development lifecycle because it doesn't require any technical skills. All you have to do is listen. Listen to what the client is saying and also listen to what they're not saying. I made a huge mistake earlier this year. I went to a client, spent hours researching them, going through their website. I said, all right, I know what I want to solve. I'm gonna talk to them, I'm gonna reverse engineer it to get to what I'm trying to solve. And boy, did I get it a rude awakening. They was like, no. This is my business, not your business. This is what I actually need to solve. So that discovery phase is one of the most important steps in the AI development lifecycle. Then you have the design phase. This is the phase Noel likes. It's all about workflows and data points, but it's important as well because this is where you get your scope of works. So when you go to testing, you have something to reference that test against. Then you have the build phase. This is when you have this beautiful idea, you put it on paper, and it comes to life. That gratification you get when you build something is one of the best feelings in the world. That's why I do it. Then you test. That's when you go back to your design, your business definition problem, and see if your agent that you built is really solving the issue that you defined earlier. Next, you have deploy. This is when it comes to fruition. This is when you present it to the client, and they're going to give you either a yay or a nay. And last but not least, you have the improve stage. Just like my Grammy chicken sauce, she used cold pepper. I found that red pepper is better, but I came with a lot of iterations and we keep on improving, improving, improving. And you know what happens after this? The cycle happens all over again. We have something in our organization, a concept that we like to go by. It's called the Kaizen method. It's a Japanese terminology, which simply means continuous improvement, small step. Just think about it. If you improve yourself 1% every single day, at the end of the year, you will have exponential growth. The sum will be so much more than its part. You have to continuously improve everything you do, and that holds even more true with AI. So today, you are going to have a great experience. You're going to learn, you're going to plan, you're going to build, and you're going to pitch. Because the future belongs to the builders, and each and every one of you are builders. I want to leave you with a thought. 20 years ago, no organization could have survived without a website. 10 years ago, couldn't survive without a mobile application. Now, you can't survive without an AI strategy. And tomorrow, you won't be able to survive without an AI agent working hand in hand with humans. And tomorrow is sooner than you think. Thank you.